Welcome to With Love, a podcast that celebrates people, purpose, selfless intent, and quiet acts of kindness. This year, as With Love NGO completes 10 years of Seva, we wanted to pause and say thank you, not with applause, but with stories. Today's conversation is with someone who reminds us that change doesn't always shout. Sometimes it simply shows up with time, presence, and love. Joining me today on the hot seat is Sania, a marketing student passionate about branding, storytelling, and creative expression. Beyond academics, she loves dancing, exploring art, and engaging in work rooted in kindness and social good. We are so lucky that she has chosen to volunteer with Love NGO and share her skills for the betterment of the NGO. Thank you so much, Sania, for all that you do for us, and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, what made you choose With Love as the NGO to do your internship?
So initially I joined With Love because of my college commitments, but the love, the warmth I got here made me stay here longer, and eventually it made me realize that the space is not transactional. It's human. The kind of feedback you get, your small actions get valued, and the love you get from the kids at the NGO, that's something that made me stay. And like I feel so grateful to be a part of this NGO, and surprisingly it's the best choice I have ever made for
my God, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you to say. In fact, like I told you this on messages also, you're one of the best volunteers we've had on the team so far. In fact, now that you mentioned about kids, let's talk about what your role was with the NGO. One, you actually walked in to handle social media because you wanted to make creatives, graphics and reels and things like that, to which you did a commendable job. But then you started coming at the ground level to work with the kids. I want you to tell us about that experience.
So initially I joined it to contribute online, but as this journey has been a mix of learning and unlearning, then later on I joined on ground. So the first ever event that I did on ground was the yoga day event. The kids were like so enthusiastic and excited to like perform, do yoga with us. And then eventually I had been to many labor camps and M50 school. The kids there were like so enthusiastic, and like they had so much of the happiness inside, and they pour in all that happiness. They call you like Didi, hug you, kiss you. That's like something.
I remember we had gone to volunteer and the kids just wouldn't leave you. They were just all over you. There was a picture I have of Sania surrounded by kids like right up till your head. Like they were everywhere, and the work allotted to you couldn't happen because they just wouldn't leave you. So I told you, never mind, you stay there. I'll do the role. So that's the kind of love we come back, with. So I think that's really fulfilling, and I saw a big shift in you after that. So when you were doing online work, it's very different. You're sitting in your house, you're making creatives, and there's an impact happening, of course. But when you walk to that ground level, which you've done both sides, online and offline, I think you really saw and noticed, oh my God, like this is the difference that can get created in the world. So I want you to tell me the feelings that you go through when you do social work, and how has it impacted you as a person? Are there any skills you've taken back? Is there any personality shift you have noticed in yourself because of it?
So one thing which majorly I feel got impacted within me was sensitivity, and responsibility. Especially when you handle a page or like contribute towards something that has lives involved in it, you have to be sensible and you have to be responsible. Because very true. So I feel this sensitivity and responsibility got impacted, and also it's kindness, as said by you, like this is a kindness circle, whatever we give pours back to us in multiple. So I feel these 2-3 things have impacted me a lot.
And do you see a shift in you?
Yes.
Are there anyone talking, are your family members noticing something? Is there a different way you're handling situations in college, in work-wise? Anything that has been different because you worked with an NGO versus working with companies?
With companies, I feel it's transactional 100%. Like it has, a lot of other things as well, be toxicity. But here, I feel it's all pure, it's all human. So that's, something, the change I see in myself, like being kind, helping others, and like just being pure and giving out as much as I can.
Yes, and because of you, a lot of students joined us. I need to mention that, like, the friends that contacted from college saying that Sania's done it with you, she's recommended your NGO, and we've had such a good time she's had such a good time working, so we want to work, so I want you to tell your generation, if you had like a message to give them to volunteer. I know a lot of students now are more overloaded than ever, so it's very difficult to remove community hours. Today, yes, it is compulsory in certain schools and colleges, but apart from that, what do you want to tell your generation regarding doing community service?
So I just want to tell the students or like people of our generation to do something for the better of our society and join NGO, like not just with love, any NGO, anything absolutely. That you can just do a bit to contribute towards society, because just start with one skill. Even if you don't know anything, join NGOs, they'll train you, they'll guide you and bring the best out of you. So the thing I just want to tell them is take action and join. Eventually everything will unfold.
Yeah, it will unfold. It will fall into place. So well said, actually. Was there a particular moment that really shifted something in you? Is there any memory that comes to your mind along this whole journey with love, that you feel like, okay, that was my most special one?
Okay. So I did an donation drive in my locality, and then I had been to this labor camp near Pimple Sauragar with my grandmother. So when my grandmother was distributing all the items to the students and kids over there, she was just so happy, and like it made me a little emotional to see her getting happy and distributing all those gifts and items to them. So that was, I feel, a full circle moment for me, like to see my family getting involved and doing this together.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was your family always doing seva and you walked the same path, so to say, or you told your grandmother, come along, and this was her one of the first few sevas because of you? Which side are we on?
My family has always been involved in seva, so it's just me carrying over the legacy and doing something.
How nice, and to do it with another generation from your family must be such a fulfilling moment. I remember when you shared this with me that I took my grandmom along and you sent me the picture. I was crying. I was like, is this the impact we're talking about? Now the youngster is taking the senior citizen with her and saying, come with me, we need to donate. So I think that is very profound, that you are not only inspiring generations ahead, but you're holding the hands of generations behind and saying, let's do this.
It.
Okay, and maybe one of the things you can share with us is if a certain quality or a certain word or something that a child told you really shifted something in you.
So I remember we had been to Kumar Pacific Mall at Coconuts with the kids. So after a few days I had been to Epiphany School again for the Pehchan workshop. So the same set of kids met me and said कि हमें वापस आप कब ले चलोगे मॉल, हम तो कभी जाते नहीं हैं, हम वेट करेंगे. So that's like something that stayed with me, because we often overlook at things, the privilege we carry, but for a kid telling you that आप हमें वापस कब लेके चलोगे, they had never been to malls or like playstations before. So I feel that is something that stayed with me.
Okay, now I know you've moved on and you're doing much better, greater things. But are you looking at coming back to help us with the NGO?
Anytime.
I just wanted to get that on record because I really want her to keep volunteering with us. She's one of our most dear volunteers. And thank you, Sania, for everything you've done, everything you do, and for joining us today.
Thank you, ma'am, for having me here.
As we come to the end of this conversation, we're reminded that change doesn't happen alone. It happens when people choose compassion over convenience and love over indifference. Thank you for being a part of the With Love community and family, for listening, for caring, for believing that seva, when done with dignity, can truly change lives. This was one voice from our journey of 10 years, and many more stories await. Until next time, keep choosing kindness with love.